Hey, did you know that we got to see some of the new skins for the upcoming anniversary event? Here they are. Alright, cool, now I can put anniversary event into my tags. Gotcha. Anyone else getting kind of tired of Season 4 already?
So I know it sounds like I'm bitching, not you guys, it's just Blizzard turned this game into a fucking joke, and now all pro teams are getting dropped, nobody plays this, it's a fucking shit show. Your spawn does you no good. I mean, I'll stop talking, just Google my name after this, and it's like, oh, somebody who got paid to play it, let's not listen to him. Typical master players. Game sucks.
Yeah, sure can't wait for the next one, and well, with that said, I guess it wouldn't be the worst idea to talk about what is to come and how to best prepare for it. After all, we are expecting Season 5 to come around June 1st, so let's arm ourselves with knowledge, my friends. Let's talk about how we should best prepare ourselves for the upcoming new competitive season in Overwatch. For long-time subscribers, this is gonna sound kind of familiar, and that's because I made similar videos for the past couple seasons. So not everything here is going to be necessarily new information to you if you have already watched the last one. But just like last time, I will conclude this video by summarizing my Season 4 statistics, including playtime, season high, and a few anecdotes. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Before anything else, I want to talk about the placement matches, and while some of you might think I'm beating a dead horse here, trust me when I say I would not feel the need to bring this up again if I didn't feel like this was still a debated topic in the community. So long story short, there is no MMR reset at the start of the season. That wouldn't make any sense from a balancing standpoint. If you ended off in Platinum, you will be playing your placement matches against other players in Platinum. Winning 10 of such matches does not mean that you belong in GM. It simply means that you won 10 games against people in your own ELO. There are no circumstances in this game in which that would grant you a rank that is multiple divisions higher than your current one. So there's obviously no exception with your placement matches. It is entirely based off of your MMR, so if you're wondering why someone loses 5 and ends up in Masters while you only lose 2 and still placed in Gold, that is because they fought other players in Masters while you fought other players in Gold. I know that a lot of people demand an MMR reset, but we've seen what that can cause in Season 1 and 2. If you are stuck in a low rating, an MMR reset is not gonna help you. In fact, the only ones benefiting from that will be extremely high skill players in the top 3%, because they are the ones that are good enough to stomp the entire mashup below Diamond with no trouble. You might think it's bad right now, and I am aware of the trolls, the levers, etc., but nothing compares to the absolute inconsistency in the competitive gameplay experience of the first 2 seasons, so I hope you can take my word for it when I say, no, you really don't want an MMR reset. So let's talk about how to best approach our placement matches. Since Overwatch is a team-based game, it is best enjoyed while playing with friends. However, since the matchmaking system also likes to take a giant shit on itself if you queue with more than 2 people in your group, I suggest duo queuing. But how do you find the best duo partner? Well, the best duo partner for you should have the following qualifications to ensure an optimal duo queue experience. Number 1, main a role that is different from your own, meaning do not queue with 2 support mains, for example. You could end up in games with other support mains, which, trust me, is more than awkward once you realize that nobody knows how to play DPS properly. Number 2, be around the same rank at the end of the season. Know if you are in bronze, then queuing with your diamond friend during your placements is not going to magically increase your placement rank. You will still place in bronze and they will still place in diamond. All you're doing is taking a shit on the matchmaking system as it takes a shit on itself, and nobody's gonna have fun, trust me. And number 3, have some sort of synergy. Covering 2 main roles like Mercy and Reinhardt is great, but there's not too much synergy going on. You want to make sure that your 2 strongest heroes can do as much work as possible in conjunction. Genji and Zenyatta will be a strong combo, for example, Soldier and Ana as well, or maybe even Roadhog and Mercy. Try to build on each other's strong points rather than trying to fill out a group of randoms, because at the end of the day, you won't know what kinds of skill sets they will bring, so do make sure that the skills that you guys have can get work done. So again, try to avoid stacking with more than 1 person. Make sure you main different roles, be around the same rank, and try to bring some sort of synergy. And ultimately, bring a lighthearted attitude into your placements. I know that a lot of people get a little nervous during the placements because they fear for their rank. The point of bringing a second person should be, next to trying to work well together, obviously, trying to have fun together. And again, again, placements ultimately don't matter. Odds are that you will be placed somewhere in the vicinity of where you left off anyway, and even if you do place lower, don't forget that this is by design. You will be getting more SR at the start of the season, so placing a bit lower is not that much of a big deal. I hope that hearing all this takes away a bit from the tense feeling that people tend to have when it comes to their placement matches. But if you really want to know where you're going to place, there's a little trick that I mentioned in my last video that can help you with that. Pay attention to your SR gain-loss ratio. Your MMR should be exactly where you find the breaking point between getting more SR than you lose and losing more than you gain. Example, if you get 25 SR per win and lose 20 below 3600 and you get 20 but lose 25 above 3700, then odds are that your MMR is right around 3650. That simply means that once you hit the top of your MMR, you will get unfavorable SR gains because the game does not want you to get into a division that is too high for you. So until your MMR changes in a positive way, climbing further is gonna be very difficult. While this is just a rough guess, funnily enough I used my own observations to make this exact example last time around and they happen to be very accurate, with me placing exactly on 3650, and that was, I believe, with me winning 8 out of 10 matches. And ultimately, when it comes to preparing yourself for the upcoming new season, consider taking a break from Overwatch during the admittingly short season downtime. Or heck, maybe even right now during the end of season 4. You want to make sure you don't burn yourself out in the game, so playing some other games or deciding to pursue other activities might be a good idea before season 5 drops. But maybe all you need is a break from competitive. Right now we are waiting for the anniversary event to launch right into our season downtime on May 23rd. So maybe just playing casually during this time is just what you need to relax. Where the previous season was one of my lightest when it comes to playtime, season 4 ended up being one of my busiest, and that is in part because I decided to live stream on a regular with a fancy schedule and all that stuff, and for that purpose as well, maintaining an ult account. All of these numbers were recorded on May 17th and might not be too accurate anymore by the time the season is over, as I might or might not play some more ranked before the season is over. So as of May 17th on my main account, I've played for 31 hours. My playtime was mainly distributed between Lucio and Zenyatta, with trickling amounts on a bunch of other heroes. I won 69 matches, lost 64 with 5 ties, giving me a clear-cut 50% win rate. My season high got as far as 3888, while my currently recorded rating caps at 3823. And now my ult account. Here I have played for 47 hours, won 120 matches, lost 93, and tied a goddamn 14 times. On this account I got as far as 3840, and I'm likely going to end up on the 3556 that you see right here. There are a few reasons I dropped so low. For one thing, I can't just call quits when I feel I'm having bad games, because, you know, I'm live streaming. So even if I don't play well, I still gotta keep going. Obviously, we also have the end of season trolls and me tilting, you know, the usual. When it comes to hero playtime, I've done all kinds of things on this account. Zenyatta has the most hours because that's what I play primarily to grind in Masters, since it's my main. Symmetra is close behind because of my Symmetra only to climb on Diamond, and the rest pretty much comes down to me playing whatever I feel like playing. Using basic math, we can conclude that I played 365 matches, won 189 of these, lost 157, and tied 19 times in the span of 78 hours, making this the busiest competitive season for me yet. When it comes to personal achievements I like to look at to kind of feel good about myself, I'd be choosing my hero rank 404 Torbjorn with a 90% win rate. Not because I feel that makes me an amazing Torbjorn player or anything, but because those 10 matches playing Torb only were probably the most fun I had on ranked in a long time. I also like seeing the improvement from hero rank 800 to 288 on Zenyatta on my main account, going from season 3 to season 4. I know I shouldn't be waving around my overbuff stats as if they mean anything, but seeing as my rank is the only validation the game itself really gives me, I do like to look at overbuff to keep track of how my gameplay on specific heroes changes over time. So yeah, again, fun and satisfying to look at, but not so much bragging right worthy. And I guess this concludes today's video on how to prepare for the upcoming competitive season 5. Seeing as how I have changed and improved over season 4 myself, I am likely going to be making more season 5 related content, with some refreshed versions of tips and tricks I made in the past. Looking back at them, I feel that my point of view on some things has changed and that I did pick up some new tips and observations to share. So if you are interested in that, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out. But until then, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do let me know by dropping me a like on your way out. Subscribe if you want to see more, and hope to see you all next time.
Oh boy, I'm glad we have something to deal with this Pharah. That's absolutely fantastic.
Don't worry about it, man, alright? Playing my favorite hero.
Oh,
Okay,
they have
fucking
to- Bullshit.
dude, you're getting blasted.
Dude, we're gonna hit him with one of these. Alright.
One of them died, let's go.
I'm number one in everything, God bless. They have 2 maze, are you? Bullshit.
Yo, just gave my ulti off you. They have 2 divas as well. It's the win.
I'm just fucking. Alright, dude.
It's the win,
I
bro.
give up. I'm not gonna ever try to build a turret. Oh, okay, but I didn't realize the card does that.
I'm dead here, by the way.
No, you're not, dude.
I am. I almost had res. Why do you protect me? God damn it. NA players.
I'm a Terios! You think I know what I'm doing?